Alright, everything should be good. Man, it's like under, over. Always. Internet's so weird. Anyways, enough of that. It's all both networks stabilized and everything seems to be totally smooth actually for once. Send out what I need to. Get started on this mission and see how far we can get into this. This will probably be maybe a hour and a half, 2 hour stream. Probably gonna end up doing the tail end of the night of just a IRL thing with my work buddies and friends. What is Arthur up to right now? I just like looked up and he's just like totally looks like he's like popped a squat, like he's ready to talk to me about something. Like, so let's talk. And I hear a horse approaching. Hope that it's mine. Did not call that horse over. Now the question, that's totally not my horse. I feel like we're gonna get hurt somehow. And I see, let's see here, Trevor Mendez in the chat. Facebook gaming side. Let me just get over to the live pull-out that I have. I should probably bring that over too. Yes. That's Trevor, what's going on, guys? Alright. Let's get into a mode where we can call our horse. Because it's raining, it's pouring. And Arthur's not snoring. We got missions to do. Now I'm hoping this would have triggered what I was trying to do last time, which was bring up this dude. What's up with him? Can we not? I guess I can try to sleep for like a evening real fast.
Every time.
Let's see. Alright, pop squat. Raise a tent. And see if this works. Now, unfortunately, there's nearby activities. Which means that the law somehow knows I'm up here. I had to wipe Seabreeze's memory just in case they interrogated. It's alright. The horse has been through worse. Seriously. The horse has been through worse. Nemo, what's going down, bro? Popping in. That lightning is bad ass. It's so cool. Like, this game has a great, like, environmental shift. That is one thing that I do have to praise this game for. And it's understand it's please don't people I don't really want to get a gunfight quite yet. Plus I think I'm out of tobacco. I'm very well out of tobacco. I need to buy like some some remedies. Mine are running low and the law is hot on my trail. It's like the rebel outlaw is like very real now. I should just steal a train, like just drive it backwards everywhere. See how well the attention goes with that one.
Hey there.
I was about to say, I was like, one dash seemed one too many. How's everyone doing tonight? I see all the numbers starting to light up. Twitch is still like kind of this Nebo right now. It's okay. Not too bad. One fun thing I'm going to try to do is 2019 Here's a Pond is I need to get my Discord in check. Oh my gosh, that was so good. Because the lightning tells the tale, not me trying to say I need to set up a Discord. Because I have so many... Yeah, right now. Networks that I've branched out into. It would be Facebook Gaming, Twitch, or just gameplay, then like YouTube, which is the bread and butter, like what I usually do, and all my Instagram and all this other stuff. So I need a unified area that the communities can merge and meet and like kind of talk shop and like I don't know, just reminisce of like what I am trying to showcase as like entertainment in a sense. I also need to try to see if I can get a nice layout for like a web page, and I think I have that ability through like YouTube as well. And they give me that since like I'm partnered with them. I should be able to. Yes, this is going really smoothly. I figured the law would have been right up our like freaking like tail by this point in time, but they're not. But I need to get that underway, so it's like I can connect everything and all these like portionable points. And if I become partnered with Discord, that means I can actually go to like the partnered parties, which are amazing to network in. Like I've been wanting to get in, besides just being someone's like RSVP type situation of like a +1. What's going on with this dude? What's your issue? Oh, you're hurt. Dude, this game's amazing, Nemo. I love it myself. Now let's go ahead and greet him.
Oh, looks like you could use a hand.
Yeah.
Please, please help me. I'm losing blood.
Wait, this is Teddy Roosevelt? This guy looks like Teddy
I
Roosevelt.
can't handle this much longer.
Alright.
Help me. Help me.
Probably gonna hurt. Tremendous amount. Joseph, what's going on, man?
Get it looser.
Oh, let's see here. Did you hear the good news about online? I heard it's at the end of this month. Possibly. Everyone's like, freaking the Flex King. What's going down, brother?
Mr. You, I thought I was gonna be
Everyone, nice warm welcoming on like Facebook gaming, but like I would love to merge all the networks is what I'm getting at in the ultimate end, and Discord will be that like unifier where I can just like give content and then get a web page where everybody can just like click playlists and go to the YouTube or other outlets. Because like the way I basically designed it is like quality is YouTube, Facebook is low latency, and Twitch is and PSN is just pure gameplay, and then there's just other things centered around. This guy seems like he needs some whiskey.
Here, this will help with the pain at least.
Oh, don't! Why did you give me good karma? Don't make me shoot you, sir.
Yes.
Rough Rider.
I have a field day over this back in town.
Yeah, will do. Who are you? Yeah, that's cool, man. Like, this online should be really tight like a tiger. Like, I'm definitely digging, like, where it can kind of breed, like, especially with the expansions of, like, what they're offering. Like, there's so many games, though, that I need to catch up on, too, so it's like, it would be kind of cool just to mix it into, like, a nice little, like, I guess, routine here and there.
Okay, fella.
He'll be fine.
Not again.
Not an issue.
Ah.
Yes, good job, Seabreeze. Watch out for the tree. Ooh, I thought that was gonna go a completely different way. What was that? Yeah, it was a close one. I'll tell you what. Like, the horse apparently is very good at leaping, except for that rock. You know, I thought we had a mutual bond here, Seabreeze. I press square, you jump over rock. I press square, you run into rock.
Yeah.
I don't understand how it was different. We had such a good system going. Cheers on the heart, I just saw that like fly up to boom, but I appreciate the reactions from everyone. Oh, jump! There we go. I kind of want to just go on the outskirts and see what we can find. Who's around here? It might be also the weather that's... I can definitely see that. The graphics and the way that they have it like laid out in the time structure totally seems like an AC like style game. Like AC3 was amazing. Like I still need to beat it. I got towards the tail end. Like it was a great like storyline with the whole like point of like revolution, freedom, and intertwining between the assassins guild. But cheers on the light. I wonder if I can shoot while doing tricksy shots. Like that'd be kind of cool. Get a few of them where he's like riding on the horse, just like surfing. Law chasing him. I'm gonna assume that that was a snake behind this. Oh, that's really creepy. The heat of the storm we're going into. I think the best place for us to be is on the train tracks. First time I ever said that confidently. Yeah, what's going down, Hardware BBQ? Yeah, it's a good vest. I got it off of Amazon. It's like part of like a 5-piece or 3-piece or something. Yeah, the ETO games were really good. I like those a lot. Honestly, Nemo, those ones like came into play for me like way like later on down the road because I played 1 and 2 like instantly, loved them. Then I took a break from it because I got overexhausted. Ubisoft was messing up, like just force feeding us Assassin's Creed games, which they kind of did with like Odyssey. I kind of feel like they definitely delivered a good product, but too fast. They promised about every 2 years and they broke the promise. So it's like I have a hard time believing them. BJ Bar, what's going down, bro? Hopefully you've had some time to play this game now. I know you mentioned it before. Your grandson was like gaming it up on this one. Adventure. Damn, that lightning is just lit. Why is this guy? Why, hello there. I should really continue to stay on the train tracks. I forget I have about like 1,500 worth of someone's turning me into the police station dead and or alive. Yeah. Honestly, probably one of my favorite Assassin's Creeds though, like, was not the original, like, you know, Altair was an amazing storyline. I loved it, like, especially with the time and era that it had into it. But ETO #2 was probably one of the funner ones because I feel like that's when AC finally got its like Stella got her screw back type situation. Was able to breathe, kind of had this functionality to it, and then they released like I think it was Brotherhood, which was alright, and I was like, I kind of tipped out, and then it came back in Black Flag. Because like one of my friends was like, dude, you got this. It's just freaking amazing. You can sail around. You're a pirate. And I was like, wait, you're a pirate? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, and you can sail around. And he's like, and there's all these mini missions. And I'm like, huh. I think Reese will come back to this. Okay. Come on, Reese. Just walk away. It's probably more, I guess, inconspicuous than riding a horse around the Dry Docks.
You must be damn stupid if you think you can come back here.
No, just looking for my ways out, just to make sure there's no lawmen around here. Actually, quite smart. Says the man with pallets for a fence. Come on, Seabreeze. Not to say it's not a bad idea. I mean, it definitely serves the purpose, but I'm saying you can just build a fence.
Idiot.
Why not steal this train? I feel like I should. I also want to rob a bank too. I feel like I want to try to go into a place. I might have to pull my mask on though. Like I haven't seen like a lot of them. Syndicate like was another one that I wanted to. Unity was horrible from what I heard. Like it was just like super broken. There was blocks everywhere. Like it was like the I guess the redheaded stepchild of like the thing. Sky, what's going down? How are you? Yeah, exactly. After Brotherhood, I kind of dipped because like it was Brotherhood was good. I played it later on in the situational portion of gaming, I guess, lineage. But I have a lot that I need to catch up on, like for the Assassin's Creed line. I kind of played it that way because I knew it would be super cheap and they would offer it just because Ubisoft feeds it to us and it's the same engine, so it's like it's very easy to get burnt out on it like pretty quick. It's not like with like, you know, Red Dead Redemption where it's like we waited 8 years to get this, or like a Kingdom Hearts where we waited like a decade or so. Oh, right on. That's good to hear. Dude, wow, so you pulled an all-nighter, Sky, playing that. That's so cool. This game is very easy to get lost into. Sometimes I feel like I have more energy coming away from this game where I'm like, huh, what do I do with myself now? Like, I guess I could lay in bed and try to count sheep, wondering if, like, freaking, like, there's gonna be lightning striking where Duchess is, or, like, freaking, like, some crazy, like, astronomical odds of the physics in this game. I swear, I feel like this game listens to me all too much sometimes. Hey!
Who's that coming in?
Hey, it's just me.
I'm coming in.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Always good times. But what I should probably do is left C breeze breathe. There you go. There you go. Go to the ledger. Oh, can I finally run in camp? No. Damn it. I actually do hear, like, I see a few commercials for Halo too. Like, it made me wonder, like, what was going on with that. Because I dropped out of the Xbox community after Xbox 360. Like, I was part of that, and it was fun. Alan has Ovik. Hopefully I didn't butcher your last name. Cheers on the thumbs up. But there was, like, so many fun facts of, like, where the generational split, like, happened between games like this, I kind of feel like, in, like, Halo, and like where we are in these like quality over quantity type situations. So it's like I didn't really like Xbox too much. I liked the exclusives. Like there was always like the, oh gosh, Dead Rising was a fun one that they always like played a lot into because it was like a huge zombie. It was like one of the first of its kind. They kind of got like a lot of like people cooking with the idea of like, hey, zombie games are actually selling. It doesn't have to be like these kind of like AAA funded portions. There's a ledger. So I definitely dig like we're nowadays where it's like very easy. Cheers on the light, Taurus. Welcome. Let's see here.
What is this slop?
Ew, that would be someone not donating as much. Well, why don't we give you guys a next pagerton? Go ahead and fill up the stockade. I don't think I need to purchase this.
With you?
Can't
Page.
complain.
Glad to hear it.
There's nothing I can buy. I'm actually a little disappointed with that. I thought I was going to get to this and I'd be able to find stuff. We do have a really BA record player, though. I don't even know how to utilize it. Above his time, I guess. He doesn't know how to wind it. We could search the drawer, though.
I will.
I never thought about that. There's nothing in it, but we can search it. And now we can say that we're done. Alright, I'm gonna go next door into the other room. I should have a crap load of ammo now I can snag up because I need shotgun rounds and I always forget. Also needs to hit the tonic area. Make sure that I load up on chewing tobacco. Because I have a feeling we're getting towards the end of chapter 4 and stuff's about to get real. I'm just gonna like hold the square button and just see. He's gonna go down the line and just pick everything. He's like, he's picking fresh bullets from the harvest. Okay, now you stop. Arthur, you were on a good roll. What is wrong with you? There you go. Maybe he didn't want those. He was like, zombie cookies, Harpo BBQ. That's hilarious. Alright, I guess he's over that. I want dynamite, damn it. Alright, now. Guess we get no dynamite. Shoot. Zumbine. That's great. You should coin that. That's like a really great word right there. I don't think we'll ever see anything past Half-Life 2 though. I think Valve like overshot themselves, or they're just waiting for some futuristic computer and they've been building this year. That would be the ultimate game though. Think about that. If a gaming company shelved and had an idea that everyone always wanted and it was talked about forever and they were just really just building it over time, right? And then all of a sudden like the settings and everything they wanted over like 30 years just like came to fruition. They're just like, oh yeah, the computers are smart enough now. No, you didn't know. Walk away, Arthur. Walk away. Good job. It comes down to fruition where they actually have to meet the standards where you can actually do that. What would happen? Like, I mean, like that game would have so much hype. I feel like if they ever released a Half-Life 3 and it was like a decade from now, like it would be so raw. Like, because it would be like 30 years in the making. Like, no game's ever done that. They should do that. Someone should do that. Right on, Zach. Cheers on the likes, brother. And if you're new to the channel, you can always hit the following button. Like, it's absolutely free. Supports me as the creator, and you get to have a fun time nerding out with the rest of the community. He's picking bullets. He knows the iron deficiency. That's hilarious hardware. We better see the freaking like Sherwin, what's going down, brother? Like, we better see a Half-Life though. On a real note, though. I mean, I know I joke around, but like, wait, why do I feel like we need to? I need to find Duchess. Where is the Duchess? Eric, Martin, what's going down? There's the Duchess. Well, Duchess.
So,
Where did I
Arthur,
put
you
my
get the
drink?
deciding vote.
About what?
We take an insult
Down
and
somewhere,
scurry
and I
off
don't know
like
where I put it.
cockroaches, or deal with
Why
business
would
the
I put
right
it over
way.
there?
We
That
don't
is
need
ridiculous.
to take revenge. We hardly know the guy.
This ain't
I
about
wonder if I can roll
revenge,
off screen and
Hosea.
get this.
Angelo Bronte don't mean shit to me. This is about the fact we are planning to rob a bank
This is
in
gonna
his
go really
town.
bad or
Bank
really
that he no
good.
doubt protects.
Oh, it's empty.
A town where his men
Damn,
are gunning
okay, never
for
mind.
us. Before we do
At least
that,
I know I
we
can,
need to
like,
put him out of
gravitate
business.
that far.
There's always an easier way.
There ain't
Whatever.
no
I'll
easier
deal with it.
way. Now, I know his type. He is a vindictive little power broker who rules by fear. Now, we pull that stunt in his cesspit of a town, we're doomed. You want to leave this place? Leave this country? We need that money.
Just don't feel good, Dutch.
This is it. This is the last job that we are ever going to pull.
I don't know about
Before
that.
the
This
year
doesn't
is
sound
out,
about right.
we are going to be harvesting
Yeah,
mangoes
it gives me, like,
in Tahiti. Farmers.
I don't know,
But we need
heebie-jeebies.
seed capital, and we need to leave. You know it. I know it.
Forgive me if I can't
feel
think
it
too much
yourself,
about
huh?
the mango
This
harvest.
is it. Trust me. Arthur.
If it's business, well, business is business.
See, I'm with Arthur on this one.
Angelo Bronte
Even though
stands
I
between us
Would
and
love
our
to say
future.
You'll
that Duchess's
damn us
ambitions
all.
are a little too hasty.
Arthur, come on.
You better be right about this one.
I am.
Ain't better. Whereas we're going to find
I've
a
heard
whole...
that before.
And usually I've been right.
If you say so.
Quit doubting, Arthur. It does no favors. Come on. We need to go see a man about a boat.
Oh, cheers, Zach. Welcome to the M7 community. Alright, I'm gonna try to go downstairs and see if Dutch is waiting. No, I haven't tapped into COD. I feel like that will be a, they'll release it cheaper later on. When DLCs come in, they'll give, like, great deals, or they'll run it. And who knows, maybe even the PSN will give it out for free. They've done, like, other things where it's just like, alright. But it's been really good from what I hear. A lot of people are hella into it. They finally delivered in a Activision game where it felt a little bit more complete than just like a let's wait to see what the patches and DLCs bring us. Because that's a horrible feeling as a gamer. You're wondering and subject to someone else's guinea pig project of like, gaming construction. And that's what I kind of feel like Activision was. They poisoned Bungie. I kind of felt bad. Bungie wasn't that bad of a company. Nor were they the best company. But I feel like they were an okay company.
Catch him off guard.
So, yeah, I was happy Activision got into that. And I hear it's really hot right now. It's lit for as far as what people like watch and stuff. So it's like, I did kind of maybe want to get into like maybe a storyline of that. I mean, I don't know. It's up in the air right now. It seems like it definitely, I am asked that question a lot. Just kind of like I'm asked about like Fortnite and other games that, like when people were like, oh, your variety. Do you do this?
Taking my
Like,
side back.
never opposed to it, but it's never one of my first choices. I do want to try to beat Batman. I haven't beat like the Dark Knight, the last one.
This move on Bronte.
Like, it's been hecka long, and I've had this game, and I've been shelving it, and I was like, man,
for
this
what
would be kind of
happened at the
fun.
trolley station.
Both. Neither. What does it matter? We need to hit that bank. And Bronte has the police and just about everything else in Saint Denis in his back pocket. He also set us up. And lest we forget, took young Jack.
I understand. We just got a lot of pots on the boil, given all the folks who's out gunning for us.
You all seem to have forgotten how money is made and what it takes to support 20 people. Let alone what it takes to give 20 people a new life overseas.
With all due respect, Dutch, is this Tahiti plan really gonna work out?
You tell me, Arthur. Is it? Have
I
some
don't know, Duchess. I mean,
goddamn
Tahiti sounds
faith.
nice, don't get me wrong,
I
but
am bending over
damn,
backwards to
it'd be
make
hilarious.
a future for us.
I know, but
But
Come towards the
what?
cam.
What? When did you
Too
become
far. Oh,
so
I'm too far away from the
small-minded?
cam, dude. Oh, I guess I
If
am.
you'd rather we break
Hey,
up the
Brandon. I see
family,
you on there.
Go our separate ways. Just tell me.
I was like drifting
Of course
farther
not.
away.
This isn't a prison camp. I am not forcing anybody to stay. So either we're in this together, working together to get out together, or we're not. There simply isn't a reality
I'm too
in
far
which we
right.
do nothing
What do you
and
mean by
get
that? That just,
everything.
how
I
are you
know.
too far to the right?
You're right. Just feels like we're on borrowed time again.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean,
I see something.
The O'Driscolls
Beyond
found us.
Yeah, we need to move, and soon. Haven't I made that clear?
There we go.
I feel like I'm going
Now that
in
looks a lot better.
circles with all of
I was
you.
like, wait a minute. Why does it have some
Is
weird?
the only one left with any loyalty. Anyway, here we are. Let me do the talking.
There we go. Are we cool?
Thomas. It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Mr. Dutch.
Thomas, have you met Arthur? Arthur? Thomas is quite the boatman. He's gonna help us get close to our prey. The other night we had quite the adventure fishing
interesting.
for catfish.
Cool, man.
Now, my friend,
Offset. Hey, Brandon.
can I call in that favor?
What do you need?
I know, right?
You know Angelo Bronte.
Mr. Bronte.
Well, exactly.
See.
We need to make a social call. We were hoping you could row us in quietly one evening around the back of his house.
A gentleman's visit.
Anyone can, I can.
We'll pay you for your trouble.
If you
Absolutely.
bringing him trouble, it won't be no trouble for me.
Good.
My business partner, Jules, he's out on the skiff. I need to check with him. Plus, I need to check the traps. Would you come with me?
Of course. Arthur?
Why not?
Shouldn't take too long if we can find him. Be lively. Mind you, there's a lot of gators. Uncommon number. Big ones.
Great.
Come now, Arthur. It'll take more than a prehistoric reptile to scare you, surely.
Why are there a shitload of chickens out here? I
Meet your
feel like
match
there's
when
gonna
it
be
comes
some
to
crazy ass
an ancient
alligator.
predator with a big mouth, Dutch.
Yeah, that's not
Arthur
exactly
here
an
is something
apex
of a
predator to be
comedian,
exact. Oh,
Thomas,
chicken,
more
you
of
are
a
brave.
jester than a
But don't tempt
gunslinger.
fate.
Well, if you say so, Mr. Dutch.
He's literally an
This
attack
way.
chicken. Look at him.
Come on,
He's
this
like,
way.
ah,
Follow me
okay, I'm
here.
out.
And stay
No,
on
no,
the high
no.
ground.
Noble chicken. Look at.
Call this ground, it feels like water to me.
Don't go in
Down
the
here,
bushes.
we
That's
can't
the
be
last
too
we're ever
picky
gonna
there,
see
Mr.
of the
Arthur.
noble chicken. There's like 2 dead bodies over there to the right
Got a
land of the
couple of
lagoon.
crayfish traps up ahead. Mr. Dutch, you keep a lookout for company. Mr. Arthur, check the traps with me.
I already saw an alligator over there. Yeah, he just popped underneath again.
This one's empty.
All right. I got a few more set over this way. Come on.
I don't want to
I
know
don't
what
trust
just
this at all.
touched my leg.
Mr. Dutch, you sure you the right fellas to be going after Angelo Bronte?
Oh, he's much more the kind of reptile I can handle.
Now stay close. Make sure you follow my line.
Oh, I fully intend to, Thomas.
Yeah.
Me too, Mr. Arthur.
Oh, I'm taking the shore. It's the fastest way to get on land to see what's running at you.
Hasn't caught on as a pastime, can't you?
I love it out here. Peaceful. Nobody bothering you none. Except for the night folk sometimes.
Right,
The
folks.
night folk.
Yeah.
Yep, some strange people around these parts. Wilder than the animals they are.
Well, this
I
just
would
gets
think
better
that people are
and
a
better.
tad bit smarter than animals, but sometimes I'm proven wrong with that statement. Why are you guys almost head above water? Oh, we got some crayfish. Some crayons. Maybe some,
We shouldn't be lingering here. Come on.
Hey, I'm checking the traps. You said you have them set up everywhere. Now we're going, like, why don't you just have a boat? Any normal person would have a boat. Maybe he doesn't have a boat to necessitate that of a floating device. I can build that.
Whoa,
Stop where you are. It's a gator. Just stay as still as you can.
How many times have you done this? Kind of
All right,
fearless.
let's keep moving. I got another trap by that small island up ahead. I don't know what's taking Jules so long with that boat.
I think
Probably
we
got
are
eaten
all
by the damn
equally
alligator because
keen
you taught him to
find
go
it.
in alligator-infested waters all the way up to his chest. Uh-oh. I'm feeling he's dead.
Give me a hand here, Mr. Arthur. This trap is stuck in the mud.
That's because his
It
body's
happens.
probably stuck on it. Damn it. This is not gonna end well. I already know it's not gonna end well.
Guess something didn't want to be caught.
My gosh. So it's true.
What is?
There's been talk of a big old bull, but people talk a lot of nonsense. I guess this was... No, but only something huge could do this.
Fantastic.
Oh, how
Let's hope it
interesting.
bites you first, Dutch.
Should we just keep moving? I don't really want to hang around here much longer.
Neither do I.
Alright.
I think that's a
I
very
suppose this
smart
way.
idea, Duchess.
Let's go.
Well, I mean, I'm hoping that he just knew that it was there because he has a really good memory. But if we're going off of eyesight, yeah, absolutely. That's some murky-ass water. Unless he's, like, part... 3 of us, 3 of them. We got this, boys. Red Dead Eyes. Go first. Alright, they're just gators.
What the hell?
What?
My God, there's no shortage of them.
Good eating.
Us or them?
Exactly. Come on.
I'm already regretting this. I'll let you take the lead. Went off to the far right.
We really should have run into Jules by now. I reckon we should split up so we can search both
Split up.
sides.
Okay, we're gonna pull a
Okay,
Scooby-Doo technique
Arthur,
that where
since you're
everyone gets
here,
caught
so
and or
don't
dies. Screw this. Flamingos. A lot of bird
Take
food.
the right. We'll go left.
What?
Just keep your eyes open.
Ah, son of a bitch. You gotta be kidding me. I got this. Ain't no mountain high enough. Please don't let it be a water snake. Or snapping turtle. Or a infamous gator that can stir up water like with a big ass tail. I'm instantly not comfortable. Oh my goodness, what the hell is that? Arthur, start running. Arthur! Damn island. And my tension level right now is hot. Ridiculous. Redunculous, might one say. Alright, cool.
Jules?
Oh, Jules is dead. We just need to find the alligator. That is what I'm looking out for.
Hey! Someone there? Hello?
No almost feel like I should start slicing a little bit to the right, because there is a little mini island set over there. Or isles, I suppose. Ryan Smith, what's going on? Wait, what? Don't feed the feminists to the alligators. You'll get banned. Really? Someone fed the feminists to the alligators? How did they do that? Oh, they roped him up and threw him inside an alien. Oh my gosh, someone got really real with this. Because I've never really done that. Like, I haven't even done like the someone on a train track. Even though there was the racist. I don't think anyone would really care if I killed the racist. No one likes a racist. A comedian? Yes. Racist? No. Right on, cheers on the like right there. Manu. Or Manu, maybe, I believe. I'm mispronouncing that. Jules, where are you, bro?
Over this way.
You're
That
alive?
must be him.
I did not expect him to be alive at all. Ooh, not digging how deep this is, though. Okay, he's in a tree. This is not a good situation. Dun dun. Dun dun. Yeah. Not a fun situation. Yeah, I've heard people getting like the videos striked down, like pretty much with anything to do with that. Pretty much YouTube's like anti. I didn't know about the ban. They probably got warned though. Like YouTube's pretty cool about like saying like, yeah, probably didn't know this, but you can't have this up here. This is like a world block, and they probably just kept producing, and they were just like, look, we've warned you a few times. This is ridiculous. Dude, seriously, Jules, I'm circling the damn tree. Can you not see the light? The one time I'm gonna say go towards the light, you numbskull. Yeah, how do I get up there? I'm gonna get eaten. I already know it.
Hey, you in the tree. What are
Yellow
you doing?
belly fool.
There's a monster. A monster. You okay?
And you're
up
okay with
there?
me just
There's
chilling
a
in the water.
monster. Where? Monster, it nearly ate me. Where'd he go? It's out there. What?
It is oddly unsettling, Brandon.
Big and nasty. Knocked me off the boat and chased me over here. You must be Jules. Yes.
Wow,
Where
man,
is
that's
the boat?
interesting. I
Over
can totally
there.
see it though. Like they
I
probably,
ran.
like I said, they probably didn't adhere to like the
Okay.
contract that they had
And,
with
where'd this
YouTube, and then
monster swim off to?
YouTube probably reached out to them to find a
Good luck shooting that thing.
I say this
You'll
in
need
a non-prejudiced way to transact between therefore the creator and the content supplied on the web that people want to watch. They probably were just like, look, we've warned you, we're stripping this from you. Because once you like overproduce something or reproduce something where it's like people were watching and racking up like view counts for like the politics of money and the politics of just general like, is this right or wrong in a Paragon Renegade type situation. But that's really interesting, the review portion. I'm like trying to like look out, and at the same time I hear something with the water. Dear gosh, the boat. Why are you turning around naturally? Okay, he's just doing his thing. He's gonna get in the boat.
I got the skiff. It's over here. Stuck.
Oh, that makes sense though. I mean, because at that point in time, if he's banned on YouTube, Twitch would be like his like only last outlet. His Facebook gaming for sure would not tolerate that. Like they would be like, nah, like we're not doing that. Like for like the uploads of those kind of situational contents.
Let's go.
I mean, then past that, you only got Daily Motion and Mixer, and both of those are so-so. Mixer probably way better than Daily Motion. Daily Motion is the so-so part. But I mean, hey, that's probably. Knowing me, eventually I'll probably come across this person at a TwitchCon or something like that. I'm always just like freaking me, I like the social, like with everyone, I love it. You get to know a lot of people. That's one thing in the line of work that I'm in is like the widespread information is just so spontaneously up to date, like on what your carbon imprint is out there. So it's like with finding stuff out like this is like interesting.
Was huge, Thomas. Twice as big as I ever seen. Twice as angry too.
Twice as angry.
Now what? I think we hit a tree stump. Yeah, I thought we cleared. You're gonna need to jump in and pull us free.
Okay, you could just push
Yeah,
it
just
backwards
do it.
with the
It'll take
or.
you a
We
minute,
don't have
boy.
to
Go
jump in. Like, there's a lot smarter ways to do this. Not like a cop and something. Yeah, exactly. Why did you jump in? Of course that was a bad idea. That's not a log. You're gonna disappear and your body's gonna shake around like it's in some animatronic. What are you doing? This person wants to die.
Just a minute, Jules. Now pull.
Dun dun. I already don't like this. No, wait for us to come. Did I not call this?
Shit. You weren't kidding.
No, I'm going in.
No.
You can't lose the boat. Arthur will go.
Well,
Quick.
Go on, Arthur.
There he is.
Arthur.
Where'd my lantern go?
Are you just gonna let him die?
Okay, you know what, Duchess? I don't see you jumping in after him in alligator-infested waters with a watered-down shotgun and no lantern, and only a lasso and a knife left to your name. And you can't lasso the knife and make it some kind of cutting-edge thing. It is right over there. Is that a magical, like, Pokemon? What the hell is that?
Where'd he go?
You must be close, Arthur. Come on. Come on, Arthur. Hide it.
I'm coming.
I got you.
I got you, Sim. I got you. Oh,
Yeah, they're coming to us.
no.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Oh gosh. Dutch?
Shoot something. God, oh God, no. Please hurry.
That was like some like Peter Pan styled like gator right there, bro. He was holding a clock out of its mouth, like some Flavor Flav status. You guys are jerks over there. Like, Gustavo, not you. You're cool, man. Cheers on the likes, everything. But these people right over here, craziness. The wild and crazy. Tell you what. Oh, interesting. I don't know if like YouTube was like allowed to do that. They can't just. Oh dear gosh, hold on, excuse me real fast. I have to trade this up and try to get in this damn boat before I get eaten alive.
He should be okay.
Get in.
All right, I feel a little bit safer.
Shoot that thing.
Finish that son of a bitch, Arthur.
You're gonna be all right, Jules. Jesus, look at the size of it. Come on, shoot it.
I think he's going.
I think that thing's pissed off. I don't think that thing's gone.
Boy doesn't look too good there.
Here, take this. Try to stop the bleeding.
Better, it's gonna smell the damn blood in the water.
Okay, son.
Let's see here. They warned him, YouTube and Twitch and all the other
Just thank your
correspondents
old
brought it
Uncle
into
Dutch.
investigation, and they
that.
found YouTube at fault. Well, I mean, because at that point in time, he is a content creator, and like you're able to allotedly put stuff on there. But I mean, when it is taboo to the point you do sign a contract on certain things where you're not doing some kind of it is Godzilla status, Nemo, that's for sure.
There's
Where
still
you're
a lot of
doing
blood.
something for
We need
them,
put
so you have to
pressure on
represent it right. Especially if this person's getting paid for it. If you get paid for ads, you're under a different restriction of the way that you have to operate. Like just like I had to. Like when I got into Facebook gaming, I had to clean up my like,
you'll be
language a
okay?
little bit, like because that's
If
part
you
of one of the parameters. Just like
fever.
YouTube has their parameters. So I mean, but if
We can bring
YouTube's
down
found at
fever.
fault, then yeah, that's on them. They probably just saw something where they freaked out about like ad count.
God damn it.
Put every bullet you got in him.
Told you he was pissed off.
Coming right for us.
Anyways, as we wait for the gator clock to hit.
Okay, I think it's had enough.
No,
Now,
I don't think so.
can we get back now?
Let's see here. I'm playing hella out of. Oh, that's cool. I hear Odyssey is really good, Ryan.
Sorry, Jules. Guess all them stories was true. Big and bad.
Everyone wondering on Facebook side, I'm like talking to Ryan
On the
Smith
little
on like
ones
YouTube
angry.
side,
Big ones is
part of
lazy.
the group community
I
that I
guess he
run
never
with.
outgrew his anger. Kind of reminds me of you, Arthur.
You know, I
That's
don't
cool
think
though.
I've
Twitch
ever
at least
seen you
like
squeal before, Dutch.
ran with it. They're like, well,
I
it's a video
weren't the
game.
one
You can't
squealing.
like
Yeah,
suppress
well,
that.
you
Eventually, it's
weren't in the
gonna come out.
water with it. And this poor boy was nearly
As
dead.
long as it's not like some
Can we
dumbass
get some
Tide
help?
Pod
Jules
challenge.
been bitten.
Oh my God.
There's a monster out here.
No, it's just
He's
a
been
little
bitten,
cute
he's alive.
alligator ready to bite the
Keep
shit
him
out of
warm.
you.
Feed him garlic for the infection.
Oh, I thought it was like feed the gator
Both of
garlic.
you.
I was
I'm at
like,
your service
why would you
anytime you
feed
need.
the gator
Thank you,
garlic? I
Thomas.
feel like that
Where
would be
can we find
destruction.
You just meet me back here.
Very good.
Can one of you help me put the boat back out?
Sure. I'm gonna head back to camp and placate the irritable Miss O'Shea, who's causing more trouble. I'll collect the boys. Meet you back here, Arthur.
You don't say.
Mr. Arthur? Old Brunty. Bad man.
Madman.
Kill some good folks.
This guy's just like, I'm going back to go track
He
my
definitely
traps.
lacks a certain
I ain't
charm.
letting no damn
I'll
gator
see
tell
you
me what to
soon.
do.
Be safe.
As boss as hell.
We got monsters out here. Well,
Oh, it's the infamous I'm loading for some weird reason screen. I've had that, like I said, a few times, where the game's just like, I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna load for a split second, and then we're gonna appear somewhere. And sometimes that is really bad for me, because I appear where the hell I'm not supposed to be, and then it's a gunfight. I found out all about this and instantly subbed. That's freaking hilarious. Well, I mean, but the thing is, it depends on the content. You know what I mean? Like, Ryan, like, if this person is just like a male chauvinistic dude that's just like completely just going off on women and then batters and beats them, it's like, yeah, I can kind of see where YouTube is like iffy. But if it's just a person playing the game, and yeah, well, you gotta get your Paragon like and meter with doing good deeds, but you also have to do your Rebel and Outlaw meter with doing bad deeds. You know, I mean, how many times you see me on my streams where I just lit someone up because I was just like, well, they tried to shoot me, and or I tried to rob them, and it went south, and I was like, well, here we are. We're at a crossroads where I can die in this. Epic survival, personally. But that's just a video game. That's my point. Is like, it's kind of like when it brings it back to Grand Theft Auto 3 back in the day. And when that game came out, that was almost banned. I remember Toys R Us, there was like people at churches like, don't let the kids play Grand Theft Auto. They were all pissed and shit. And rightfully so, they have the rights to America, whatever. But, you know, as a kid, that made me want to play it more. And I think that's what's happening, is that the reason why this is getting so big and out of control is it's because people were being taught not to watch this or not to look at this. No one can fall into that. Okay, you know what? We're gonna try this one more time. Roll off it like I'm drunk. Got no dynamite this time, rat man.
Absolutely overrun with rats.
I know.
Worse than last time. Much worse. I can't get near the damn things.
Much worse.
Scurrying around. But I need them gone. I'll pay double from the last time, huh?
Yeah, I mean, but like at the same time, it's like I just understand it's a video game. And therapeutically, I would much rather like someone be really ridiculous in a video game and not really give a crap where no one can get hurt, versus like in real life where they do something and you're just like, wow, this is crazy. I'm reading on this in the news that someone would actually physically do something like this in real life. So it's just like, I think Riggs Lopez, cheers and the like. If you're digging it, you can always hit that follow button and notification bell. Just crack it like a Liberty Bell. Get all my fun little updates and my nerdiness. But like, so it's like, for me, I don't know. Like, I think that like games are a necessity to today's like society. You know, it's like almost therapeutic for some people. For me, I just love playing games. It's like really fun. I don't need to like have the carnage. But here's the fun fact that most people don't know, that every single time that a Grand Theft Auto actually physically does come out, that crime rate drops literally almost next to nothing. It's almost like when a Fallout hits like leaked proportion, usually Pornhub comes to a small crawl where no one actually is looking at anything except for like Fallout. That was actually a real thing. You can actually look that up. Crazy. Hey! Don't you dare come at me, rat. Reach for the sky. Damn, he actually acted on it. Can't blame the little bugger for like running. Well, what's the name of your YouTube channel? Mine, MacGyver 7th. Very easy. MACGYVER 70H. Get you right over. One word. Grouped. I heard that piano, and it was already out of tune before. Hey! How dare thee. How is this not cruel? Wait, well, what happens if PETA steps in? And they're like, the poor, monstrous, plague-infested rat. You're murdering the rats. It's not fair. And then, like, does it come down to the point of, like, do video games get censored? You know what I mean? Like, I never want that to become. Like, I think video games should always be raw, but, like, the content should be graded. Just like the grading system for, like, the film industry. You know, it's just like, there just has to be a point of just like, well, you have a choice. You can do this. You can't. Oh, I see. I think, is that a Brazil flag? I think, Kimmy? I might be mistaken on that. I'm not, like, super familiar on all the flags out there, but it almost looks like a Brazilian flag. I might be wrong, but if I am right, then cheers. Welcome from the States. I'm from sunny California. Well, I mean, that's not really horrible then, right? I mean, it's not like the guy was, like, super ridiculous. Infinite life. Yeah, I feel like these rats have infinite life. Look at them. They're all congregated back there. Oh, you know what? This is perfect. One for you. Oh my gosh, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Tom Cruise and crazy ass with shaft power. I'm on fire. Oh my gosh. Drink some tonic. It's not flammable. Oh, it burns. It burns everywhere. It was the tonic. Oh, that was intense. Oh, what's up, David? All right, cool. It is Brazil. Right on. I knew it. Sometimes I'm worldly. Sometimes. Okay, screw that rat mission. I'm not doing that crap again. That guy always gets me in trouble. If it's either me burning alive like I'm on like Talladega Nights, or if like freaking like I'm blowing up dynamite and he's not covering for me as the cops bust in and try to like kill me, and I end up like on like a 45-minute like parade around the town as I paint the streets literally red. That's some crazy crap, man. Like, how the hell is that not a thing? Like, if you really think about it for gaming, like, you know, it's like, what if people were like, oh, that's police brutality reversed, you know, or people were beating up cops? That's another thing. Where it's like, but again, it falls into the category of me looking at someone doing something that they're not doing in real life and it being therapeutic. I don't see a big reason why people can't. It just like, you don't have to watch it. You know what I mean? And there's a difference if the dude's proactively telling people you should do this, and it's like, okay, now you're manipulating. You can do your own thing.
Enjoy the show.
Go through the window.
Possible.
I know I can go through the window.
So don't come asking for.
I just don't like how much time you're spending with the man. Is all.
Just wait until you see his work. It's
Why are you getting all like
progressive.
Weird, bro?
Well, I'm not so very sure how I feel about progression. Paintings or otherwise.
Come on. You won't
take their champagne because I feel like I should take their champagne.
Maybe that's a good thing.
You guys just complaining. There's like
compose
good
myself.
stuff here, like champagne, cigars, beautiful girl, and you just want to complain? Like seriously, there are better things in life, amigo. Oh, this is really nice.
I think that it's Greek.
Very fancy. I feel like
Or could be Roman.
oh, interesting. I didn't even know Witcher was actually coming down to Netflix, but I wouldn't blame them. Netflix has screwed up stuff before. Like, I will not touch like Death Note at all, the live action film. Not doing it. I got watched 10 minutes of it and I was Dunzo.com. Barin, what's going down? Or Sparsha? Sorry again. I might have horribly butchered that. And then David, I am from California, northern portion, Bay Area, like near San Francisco-ish.
Excuse me, Mr. Chatternet. Couldn't you have painted some drawers on her?
Oh, jeez, you don't have to look, sweetheart.
In a natural state.
This is gonna be juicy.
And will be in paradise.
There's nothing natural about that.
Clothes are civilization, repression, death. To be naked is to be free.
Ryan Smith on YouTube, that's a great point, though.
Like Buddha said, we are all just here to fuck.
Well, that explains the decadence of those Hottentots.
Hey, you got a picture of my wife here. In her delicates.
Henry, is that your behind? Why would you be showing it to
Oh
that
my.
man?
He gets around now, doesn't he?
As nude as the day she
I
was
am on
born.
chapter 4, seems like at the very end.
My husband's buttocks.
Stop looking at my mama.
Well, maybe.
Oh my gosh, he caused so much anarchy. Everyone's looking at everyone painted naked. You know that whole saying when they say, just imagine everyone naked as you give a speech? This guy just freaking nailed it. He literally just nailed it. He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna paint it. Oh wow.
After you, Frenchie.
Arthur, like, is having a great time. Okay, you know what? You want to throw down? You have no clue what my credentials are of fighting. Get up. It's a good old-fashioned bar brawl in the art gallery now.
One more?
Yeah. 1 second. Oh, I need a hat. I need a hat actually for a good second. Actually, that's a very distinguished-looking hat that matches us. I like it.
This show is well and truly over. Let's get out of here. Come on. I know a place where I can disappear for a few days.
Oh, cool, man. That's a good dream. Know the U.S. Eventually, I'd love to tour the world once I actually kind of get way more established within streaming, where I actually have some fun stuff that I can like have with pocket time. Because like my projection charts are hitting where I want. So as long as I keep on the same path, I should have like the next few years that unfold as like I become more seasoned into what I'm doing in my trade, that I'll be allotted to kind of like get sponsorships and stuff like that through bigger companies and just like work with people in order to kind of travel the world and see the world at the same time while doing my job, like, which is amazing. That's what I want to do. Have fun, be a nerd, travel the world, and give back to society. I can meet those standards, I'm happy. And just take the money from the 1%. I love doing that. Pay me oodles of money from the 1%. I'll take it anyway. I won't ever sell out though. Screw that. But I'll take their ad money.
I know a lady over here. She may let me stay for a while.
Good luck.
That picture I gave you, it will be worth something someday.
It probably will, actually. I'm not denying that. Your art techniques are very distinguished.
Kicking the balls.
Oh, you are funny, you know. I hope to see you again sometime. My angel, my little bird.
No, that's very true though. Ryan Smith on YouTube said games would be boring without the standards that we've brought them into today. And that's one of the reasons why I like it. It's an untamed but tamed market. You know what I mean? It's like we all have a certain standard. It's not like someone's gonna brutally make like a massacre. Like unless it was like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, then it's within taste and stuff like that. So like I think like they actually did make a video game of that too. I never played it though. Not the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, if I'm correct. I forget what movie they rolled off of, but it was apparently alright. Let's see here. No, Smith, that would be the 1% that I would love to get back to. If I ever became in that fold, I would just bend over like backwards to like get back to the community and watch the economy like flourish with it. It'd be like that whole like Henry Ford moment where Henry Ford wasn't corrupt. Because he was. He definitely was. But he definitely was onto a really good theory. With ethical points that people need to be paid more and given more time off in order to spend it and help the economy grow, and I believe in that. I believe that everyone shouldn't have to work as hard as we are working right now in order to do stuff. We should all just do what we want to and love, you know what I mean? And not have to work and pay for like a freaking gallon of milk that's overpriced because of like certain standards that are set into place because of contracts and BS through governments and other things that I could rant and rave about for like a long time, trust me. But we're not talking about that. We're gonna go like follow up with it. Hey, you know what? You watch out. My horse is distinguished. He is a fine, gentle sea breeze. So yeah, that's kind of like my standpoint on top of like the 1%. It's like if I ever became that, I'd probably not be part of their fold. try to invite me to parties, and I'd be that guy. I'd be like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm gonna go party with everyone else. I'd rather do that, or throw a party and invite people and like, you know, like have an extravagant like situation where it's just like a whole bunch of people networking and trying to like flourish in the same market that I'm in. You know, it's like I would love to do that. Throw like a Twitch style party. Like the partner parties are so freaking awesome. I would love to do that. Party in a museum. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun for sure. Oh, right on, man. Cheers. You gained a friend from the States. Like, I'm pretty proactive in the chats. Like, it does get a little difficult sometimes, like, when I'm, like, talking, like my Spider-Man chats, where, like, I gained a pretty big, vast community on, like, Facebook gaming. We're, like, lit. Like, I almost had, like, 500 to 1,000 people in, like, the chat at one point in time. So it was, like, very fast-paced. So it's, like, if I don't get to them sometimes, my bad. But, like, definitely, like, something like this where it's a little bit more, personable, like if a time to like meet, like it's always nice to like kind of like chat with the community. David, pretty proactive with it, but I'm not perfect. Just to throw it out there, I do like make my mistakes. Dude, Ryan Smith, that is such a noble thing, bro. Like, you literally are a hero. I mean, like, you're helping people establish themselves that had nothing and bring themselves into a life that they have something. So we need more people like you, in that general standpoint, that advocate that. Of, you know, it's like, it doesn't have to just be a 1%. It doesn't have to be 10 people that own the freaking world.
There you are.
You know, it's like, I think that's disgusting. Like, too many political points of, like, Tom Dickery get into place where it's like, you know, it's like one person doing a favor for another person. It becomes nepotism, favoritism, every little ism you want to get in down to the point down to. Because it's like people that have stuff want to keep on to it. That's the natural drive of humanity. Power breeds more power. But you don't have to look at it like that. That's why I trust people that don't want to be in leadership. They're like, I hate this. I'm like, I instantly like you a little bit more because you don't want this. You understand that like there is like, a heavier weight. That's why I never really like the whole social influencer term. Like I don't like the term influencer. I'm other right. The global motivator. It sounds cooler, and it makes me feel like I'm actually helping people and proactively kind of being myself and people vibing off of my energy and having a fun time. Like I was told that today at my 9 to 5, where like one of my employees like pulled me aside and they're like, "Dude, I was really glad to see you." I was like, "Really? That's cool." They're like, "No, like when I see you at work, it's like, all right, cool, it's gonna be a fun day." And I'm like, "Oh, right on. That's the effect I kind of wanted." So seems like Dutch is just going off with like biblical terminology here.
My life trying to teach you boys. Love you though, I do.
Well, leaving love aside, you think we got this?
Don't you never leave love aside, Arthur. It's all we got.
I know, right, Brandon? She's been, or he's been around. Sorry, Seabreeze. I keep calling Seabreeze a she. I mean, Seabreeze can be whatever the heck it wants, but like,
pick us up yonder.
I got you.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Come on, quick. Stay quiet.
oh, we have such a big part that we have ahead of us. Yeah, exactly. That's why it's like I love American culture, but I kind of hate it too because we are very wasteful. And I think that like
you take the left side. If you
the government can learn a lot from Germany. I kind of feel like in the way that like we let celebrities get away with stuff in the States. I think that they should be garnished on what they do by like the percentage of what they make. That's how they do it in Germany. If you speed and I speed and we're both in two different brackets of finances, well, we're still affected the same percentage. We're only taking a percentage of. So it's like, therefore, if you make millions of dollars, well, they're going to find you something that's hefty enough to make you feel like, oh, damn, I surely shouldn't do that. Rather than, well, I can pay off Fred. It's okay. I know this person. It becomes a game of who do you know, rather than just paying the time or just understanding that you just don't do stuff like that. You know, it's like, you got to shake the, I guess, the ego complex that, like, some celebrities get. Just kind of sucks, but then you get some genuine people sometimes. It's really good. Like, it just depends. screw this. I gotta loot as I go, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to use any tobacco or tonics. Better, Duchess. I'm looting. Back me up, bro. Alright, Thriller. Let's see you get out of this one. Yeah, this is about to get really great for Cocoa Puffs. Yeah, well, it's just like goes into this thing of like, this is a great time and age that I love that they capture, because this was the turning point where the Rockefellers and all these other people were taking power in the States and learning what they needed to do to basically control the economies. It would be Harris or like freaking Henry Ford and like building an auto industry, or someone that rules the oil industry, or like the iron industry, whatever the industry of what was the building blocks of like the States. And what it, oh, finally, I got some Deadeye juice. You roll down to the point of like there was the massive invention like craze that went from like the portion to like right around the end of World War II, where you had Einstein and all these great creators that were given like almost limitless points of like entry. Like, so if you look at people like Nikola Tesla, for instance, that guy was a bloody genius. But when he was given the idea, what was called the blueprint, which was supposed to give everyone free internet, free electricity, the bare essentials of society's functions for free and wirelessly. 130 years ago, this was the thing. Yet we said no. And it was because one man said no that funded him and pulled the funding right underneath him, because they realized, oh wait, you can't meter this? No, we wanted to make money off of this. We're not in the business of giving stuff out for free, is basically what was told to him. The same thing how Edison screwed him over when he came over to the States from like over the seas. And it came down to the point of them understanding that like, oh hey, this guy is a big genius and he can reinvent like all these AC conductors, and he took a contract with Edison. And he did quite well, actually. He super succeeded, therefore what he wanted in the time he wanted, and gave him a better plan for it. And when the agreed contract, which I think was like 10,000 American, Edison literally looked over at Tesla and said, oh, here's 5,000. He was like, no, the deal was for about 10,000. He was like, no, then you obviously don't understand American humor, and got screwed over. That's messed up, man. That's like the whole point of this, we are capitalists, that point. So we can't, I hate that. That's why it's like I love people like Elon Musk that like invent something and like they're like, just screw it, I'm gonna give everything back to people and they can take this. Or the blueprint, they skip around like where like Disney screwed over the industry of the way copyrights used to be about 40 years, and then things could be turned over. So in someone's lifetime something could be therefore turned around.
I want his head on a plate.
Yeah, honestly, Ryan, I agree. It sucks that Musk has to step down and do all these things for him, like right now. But it's like, you know what? He's doing SpaceX and has all these other things going on. Dude, I've always wanted to go to a World Fair. On a real note, I've always wanted to go to one. I think they'd be really cool. It's like an invention, like fest. See how well he pays his peeps. Go ahead and keep looting. Oh yeah, he did. He did die alone, and he loved pigeons apparently. That was the cool thing, that like it pissed was Edison off, because it was the World's Fair over in England. It was the first one that was ever completely fully lit. It was like completely like light to light. It was like a modern marvel at the time. People were literally pissing and shitting themselves because they're like, oh my gosh, there's light everywhere. It's supposed to be dark. So the guy definitely did beautiful things, like crazy. He made wireless electricity where you could literally put a light bulb in the ground and it would light up. That was great. Conduction of like just natural energy. But then again, you had like businessmen like, you know, Edison that took like an elephant. That's another fun fact that I don't like about history, is when the war of current started, they started trying to prove that AC was the bad enemy, which is hilarious that later on in life, what did Nikola Tesla do? He reinvented DC and made it alternating current, because he was like, yeah, all these wires are BS. Like, we should not have to deal with this crap. And that's where he made like the portion of the alternating current rather than the direct current, which was garbage because it had to go back and forth. It was this big loop rather than just this jostle back and forth.
Let's check upstairs. He's not down here.
God damn it.
Damn it. Let's check every room.
Yeah, dude, like, you know your stuff. Tesla's an amazing dude to study. Like, I have a great amount of knowledge with that guy because I just like completely nerded out when I was a kid. I was just like, dude, this guy, like, he was a bloody genius for his time. He literally was 100 years ahead of himself. It's like, well, one of the reasons I like one of the quotes, I think he says, it was like, let every person stand for their own accomplishments in their life, but my future has already been written, something that I will live. Basically saying, like, in the long run of like summing up the idiom of a quote that he had was basically, I'm living in the future that I wrote, and every person is designably going to write their own future with what's going to happen. And he was directly calling out Edison and like all the other like cronies that were gridlocking society into limitless, or instead of riding the limitless growth that we could have had in the industrial era, we were limited by corporate greed and turned into an asset of capitalism. Kind of interesting. Like, history is juicy with like facts. Search the cabinet and see if there's an Indian in the cupboard. Well, no, that was actually very profitable. This guy does not roll cheap. So, let's see if we can kick in a door. Damn, dude. Guy had some heavy armor on there. Your hat is so ridiculous. Oh, that's how Marston got that like lump on his head.
Friend, no, name your price. Name your price. Every man have a price. Eh? Okay, okay. No, I surrender. I surrender.
Should we kill him? Nah.
Oh,
let's take him to Dutch. You can carry him. I ain't touching that piece of shit. I think Dutch wants to have a little chat, Mr. Bronte.
Yeah, like, it's really interesting what he was able to conduct. He was the first person that invented the radio, like the long range radio, and he talked about like how like a lot of crazy stuff. That's where the whole Black Night satellite came about, of the whole entry of like what the hell is floating about in the stars and shit like that. Like, he was a very interesting individual, and it's sad that he was so misconstrued in time, because he was very socially inept, very inverted. You know, like, but he was also on the cutting edge of like leading brilliance. like without him, without like people that continued on to be like, I really do look at him as like the electrical messiah. That guy brought on to so many inventions that we use today's society. Is insanity. Okay, boys, this is where you're covering me. I'm like carrying a body here. Richie, what's going down? This game is super savage. I know, right? Damn it, Duchess. About? Oh, his fragile freaking European head like fell down and cracked like Humpty Dumpty. I had to rewatch that. I was like, what WTF moment? Oh man, really? Oh, screw this. We're just gonna ramble up. Yeah, definitely, Ryan. Like, it seems like we're also on the same cause, too. Just be good and, like, leave a good impact to society. And that's what life should be, is filled with inventors, filled with people that are changing it and making humanity better for everyone. We shouldn't have to struggle. We should be expanding. The biggest cause of what we should be fighting over a war is where we're going next. Like, you know, if we don't get our heads out of the sand and realize that we are overpopulated, we are running out of food, running out of natural resources, we will become that of nothing that the dinosaurs were. A very advanced species that grew. I mean, because if you really think about it, they're not as advanced as us. It's not like they actually had computers, but they were advanced enough to be a dominant, like, breed. Don't you dare. You know, where they took over. So just like, we don't get our heads together, we're going to be that of something that's just fossils in the ground. An ancient society that might be found by another thing that's given the same chance that we were given. Like with the roll of freaking die, where everything just lines up perfectly. The Goldilocks complex, as they like to call about it in the game. I guess the science community. Jaime, what's going down, bro?
Put him in the front. Bill, you help. Got him? Oh, come on, Lenny.
Evil sounding, like, instrument in the background.
All right, come on. Let's get out of here. Yep. Oh, hey, big man. We gonna ransom you or what?
Well, Ryan, that is one of the things that it sucks, is that no matter which way you turn, there's always going to be both sides of it. In the spectrum of running it, you'll find good people, and then within that good people, you find good bad people, or you find, you know, it's like, there's so many spectrums. So it's like, in the fields we run, you know, it's only the nature, but it's learning from the past, and learning the characteristics of the people that are not as, I guess, cool as the people want to be, of just being chill. You know? That's what life should be, chill.
Things that you will never understand.
That's just
don't even possess
not
your own
chill.
men.
I feel like he's gonna be fed to the
$1,000 to
gators.
the man who kills him.
He's
and
fed by
sets
an
me free.
alligator. He's gonna be that big crocodile too. I already know it.
What are you gonna say now?
They are even bigger fools than you.
No doubt.
The law will find you. Already, the dogs are on the way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're right.
We're kind of helping on it.
So right. They are good at smelling filth, huh? So filth has got to be disposed of. Your friends, the patrons, gonna come and rescue you. You repulsive little maggot.
Man, Duchess is really taking this personal.
Call them now. You call them.
I knew it. I absolutely knew it.
Jesus. Part of your philosophy books cover feeding a fella. The goddamn alligator, Dutch.
Part that covers weakness. That part. I don't know. Well, I do. It ain't nice. I know it. But it is us.
Dude,
or
Ryan
him.
Smith, you hit a soft spot in my heart with that one, because that's
figured it might
exactly
as
how
well
I
be
think
him.
too. Is that you can't let the wrong ones screw it up for the rest, because there are still good people out there that need help. You know, like, and just being there, you find those people. It just comes with the territory. Oh my gosh, that is spreading like Kool-Aid. Oh my. He did not have a good time, I'll tell you that much. I don't know, Rick. Ooh, we're still on chapter. Still on chapter 5. Alright. Well, this is probably where I need to take a quick break. I guess I need to figure out my plans for tonight. But if things fall through, I will definitely be back to stream. But I also need to free myself to go try to be social in real life too, as well. Because I got invited to a party and it's really good friends. So, I mean, like, I can't not try to not be there. But I did want to stream for tonight for everyone. You know, be out there a little bit and already R2 in this cucumber land of a story. But let me go ahead and save our progression. Now 51% in the story, which is cool. That means we've hit the turning point. We are at the cusp, the fringe realm of great stuff. And I appreciate the people on Facebook gaming side. We're at 806 now. We're trucking towards 900. I'm hoping we can get to at least grand and beyond before Thanksgiving. I believe in the community's growth and the way people were supporting like a really cool amount of time. So let me go ahead and end the coldest network right now, which is Twitch. A little quiet there tonight, but my normal streaming isn't always up there. And I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye to the Facebook gaming community. And then I'll say goodbye to the YouTube community. I'll see you guys, everyone, later. Have a nice one.